Another top question that I get asked all the time from Boeing employees is period certain better than actual 50% or 75% survivorship? Well, let's find out. So here's a great example I can give you. Pretend for a second that you were going to get $2,800 a month on single life. That means no matter how long you live, you will get $2,800 a month for the rest of your life. Now, let's say the 100% survivorship was $2,400 a month. So that means you get $2,400 and your spouse gets $2,400, right? So the first one was $2,800, which means you only get it. You die, nobody else gets anything. Now the $2,400 with 100% survivorship means if something happened to you, then your spouse will receive the $2,400 as well. So then where does period certain come into here? So the reason a lot of people get confused is that they look at the lifetime with period certain and the amount is better than the 100% survivorship. So let's say you're getting now $2,700 and it sounds really good. I get $2,700 and then I have a 10-year certain. Well, what does that truly mean? Here's what it actually means, and I'm going to tell you what most people think what it means. So what it actually means is, let's say you're 62. You get $2,700 for the rest of your life as long as you live. Now from 62 till 72, that 10-year period certain, so if you're choosing a 10-year period certain, during that 10 years, if you die, so between 62 to 72, if you die, whatever the remainder is what your spouse of those years gets in $2,700. So again, let me repeat that again. At 62, you get $2,700. If you die at 5 years later, at 67, up until 72, only from 67 to 72, whatever that remainder, that 5 year was left, is where your spouse will actually receive that $2,700. Once that first 10 years is gone, then she gets nothing. So let me tell you why people get confused, because they think the period certain means if something happens to me from the moment I die, that's when my spouse receives 10 years of my payment. And it sounds pretty good to them because they think, well, you know what? Most likely I'm going to live at least to my 70s, late 70s, maybe early 80s. So if I die at that time and they get it for 10 years, that's good enough. But oh no, the 10-year period certain already ended after the 10th year of your payment. So be very clear that you're understanding that, because I can't tell you how many Boeing families that I've seen that actually found that out years later, not realizing it, and they were panicking about it. Now, in some cases, I unfortunately seen people where their spouse did pass away and their wife thought that they were going to receive that income, but it was past the period certain, so they did not get anything. So be very clear of what that period life with period certain means to you. If you have any questions and you're still unclear about that, please don't hesitate to give us a call and we'll be happy to explain it to you, especially specifically in your situation.